it's Lauren Toyota. I'm Hot for Food, and we're back for another awesome video this week. Of course, I post every Wednesday, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of the fantastic vegan comfort food that I am creating in this kitchen. I'm very excited for today. I'm boasting a little bit because this may be the best thing that I've ever made on this channel. Just saying, it's so good. I was freaking out yesterday when I was doing the photos for it and like finalizing the recipe. So we're gonna make it. It's actually easier than you probably think, but we're gonna make everything bagels with vegan herb and garlic cream cheese. This is like my most favorite like nostalgic thing ever because all through school, like high school, these are what I ate in the morning or at lunch or like any time of day. We could get them at Tim Hortons. It's this coffee chain in Canada. You've probably heard of it. Everything bagels with I never know what to say, with herb and garlic cream cheese. I just miss it so much. I haven't had a good one at all. Like I've tried getting, I don't even think I've really had them at a restaurant. I don't think you can get the bagels at Tim Hortons. I think there's egg wash on them. So anyway, we're gonna make homemade ones, totally vegan. They're easier than you think. I'm gonna show you step by step how to make the bagels. We're gonna make this cream cheese. It's so good. I'll stop talking about it and we'll just get to it and then we'll be eating in no time. So we're gonna make the herb and garlic cream cheese first. The base is tofu. Trust me, this is the best option. I tested cashews. The tofu is far superior. So I'm using firm tofu like this. I've just squeezed out the water with paper towel. So not all the water is gone, but most of it. So you're gonna add this to a blender. All right, now we'll add lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of white pepper, garlic cloves, and melted coconut oil. So you're gonna blend this. Now it's gonna just require a little bit of manual labor using the wand of the high-powered blender. So just do that and it will get very smooth. And then we're gonna fold in the fresh herbs and then you have to refrigerate it for at least 4 hours. So I've made some in advance, obviously. It firms up to the perfect consistency of cream cheese. So now you're just gonna fold that in. It's dill, basil, thyme, and chives. So combine this until it is all mixed together and then you can just kind of smooth out the top, put a lid on it or cover it in plastic and then refrigerate it. Now don't be impatient, you definitely wanna refrigerate this. You will thank me later. All the flavors really elevate in the fridge. So now we're gonna make the bagel dough. So this is based off of my that dough recipe, but it's slightly different measurements, and we're gonna use bread flour instead. It's actually essential. I tested it with all-purpose flour, not the same. Gotta use bread flour if you're gonna make really nice, chewy bagels that are the correct texture. So if you have a stand mixer, it's preferred to do it this way because there's a lot of kneading involved. If you don't, you can do it by hand. You're gonna get real strong arms. So you need your bread kneading hook on there. You need your bowl. So it's 4 cups of bread flour, a little bit of sugar, sea salt, and then 2 1/4 teaspoons of quick rise yeast. Okay, so just mix the dry stuff together. Then we're going to slowly add the water, which is heated between 120 and 130 Fahrenheit with a little bit of oil. And then it's just gonna do it all in the machine. It's amazing. So as soon as it starts coming away from the bowl and it's a sticky, smooth ball, that's when you're done. So just to handle this, take a bit of flour on your hand just to get it off the hook and just to handle the dough here. And basically we are going to shape these bagels right away. And then we'll let it rise just a little bit before we boil them. So you can place this down on the counter, lightly floured. You don't need much excess flour here at all, just a little coating on the counter so it doesn't stick too much. You can even just knead it a couple more times by hand if you need to get it really smoothed out. So get yourself all ready here. You need a large baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You need your ball of dough. It doesn't need to rest or rise at all right away. You're gonna cut this into 8 pieces. We're making 8 bagels. Now I'm eyeballing this. If you were, you know, a real perfectionist, you could weight each ball, but I don't know what the weight would be. But you can eyeball it. Cut it in half, Then cut each half in half, and then each half in half again. I mean, each quarter in half again. Then you have 8 bagels. Now, if they're not all exactly the same size, it's totally fine. All right, and now for the fun part, making the holes. So, don't laugh, guys. This is how you make bagels. You take a ball, now get it nice and smooth. You can even knead it a couple more times, each little ball, just to get it really smooth as best you can. There shouldn't really be many cracks in this dough at all. And you shouldn't need to keep adding flour. It should be very tactile here. Now, just stick your thumb in the center, right through the center, like this. And then you take 2 fingers and you roll it kind of. I didn't watch a video on this. I did read how someone was making bagels, like some New York person, some New York bagel person. This is pretty much it. It worked out really nicely. You want a fairly large hole because they're going to poof up when we boil them and you don't want to lose the hole. So something like this, almost looks like a donut. Okay, and try to get it all even. You can go like this if you want. And then place this on, you're kind of stretching and rolling. Place this on the baking sheet. 1 thumb, 2 fingers. That is how you make bagels here in the Hot for Food kitchen. If it gets too sticky, just add some flour, but you shouldn't need to. This isn't an overly sticky dough. It's more dense. The bread flour has more gluten, more protein in it to make it that bagel texture that you need, that bread-like texture. Personally, I don't mind using the all-purpose flour in my all-purpose recipe for that dough because those breads that I made in the book end up really fluffy, like the cinnamon rolls and stuff, whereas maybe you don't want to use a bread dough for cinnamon rolls because then it'll be too tough. So it depends what you're making, where you need to adjust the type of flour you're using. And then that, of course, affects the amount of liquid and everything. Okay, so your bagels are nice and shaped, looking smooth, looking sexy. I'm very proud of these guys. Now you're gonna cover this with a damp tea towel. You're gonna put it in a warm place. Now you're not rising to double in size. You're just gonna get these about 50% bigger, but not double in size. So they'll look a little bit poofier, but they're not like super poofy at all. While that's happening, preheat your oven to 425 Fahrenheit. We're gonna mix together the everything bagel topping and our egg wash, which is not an egg wash, it's a vegan egg wash. And then we'll be ready to boil and bake. So the topping is, of course, poppy seeds, white sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, granulated onion, granulated garlic, and a little bit of sea salt. Just toss it around, and then you can set it aside. So the egg wash to make the topping stick is just a little bit of brown sugar with 2 tablespoons of nut milk, any kind of non-dairy milk you want. And now you're gonna boil 2 quarts of water with a teaspoon of brown sugar and a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so here they are proofed. It was only about 10-15 minutes. 50% bigger, slightly poofed, nice and soft and smooth. Now these are going to go into boiling water with that solution I showed you. So you only need to boil them for about 1 minute. You can flip them with the slotted spoon halfway through. You'll see them kind of poof up and you'll be able to feel the dough getting a little bit harder, and that's when you can take them out. And then you're gonna drain them with a slotted spoon, put them on a wire rack over another baking sheet. All right, so there's the boiled bagels. You don't want to let these sit around. You actually want to get your assembly line going right away so that you can get them in the oven. So you're going to brush the egg wash on top, and then you're going to coat really well with the topping. And then it looks like that. I actually just like to pack it on a little more so you could get a lot on like this, and then shake off the excess and place it on the parchment lined baking sheet. All right, look at these freaking everything bagels. Okay, they're gonna go in the oven, 425 for about 20, maybe 22 minutes. Just keep an eye on them and they will poof up, get nice and golden brown. You'll know when they're done, but that's generally the amount of time. Your oven may vary slightly, so just watch them. They obviously poof up so much boiling that you have to split them onto 2 trays, so just do that and then rotate the tray from bottom to top and top to bottom halfway through. They'll poof up even more, and then we eat. Holy yonkers, people. Those are some vegan everything bagels with tofu, herb and garlic, cream cheese. This is like New York styles. This is like New York bagel styles. To be honest, I don't even know because I only had one of those once in New York as a vegan and it wasn't very good. These are better. So, I'm drooling. Oh my God, it's so good. Hands down, you will never have this any better anywhere, I guarantee you. I should sell these for sure. Drive Tim Hortons right out of business. Also, Tim Hortons, if you ever come out with vegan products, I will fully support you. Oh, I also have coffee, because while they were baking, I made coffee. I could die right now. I'd be fine. You wouldn't be, you would miss me, but I would be good. Next time you see me, I'm just gonna be ballooned out. I'm gonna eat all of the bagels. I'm gonna make more, I'm gonna freeze them, I'm gonna eat bagels every day. Oh my God. Okay, so it's back to school week, so, you know, show up with this. I mean, maybe you could sell them at school. Give me full credit, of course. If you're in college, you have no options, right? Go home, use your mom's kitchen, make this stuff, freeze the bagels. Pretty sure you could freeze that cream cheese. I haven't tried it. Pretty sure you could. And then let it thaw, mix it up and use it again. I'm gonna try, someone try freezing it or I'll try freezing it. I'm pretty sure it would work. I just saved your life. You're gonna ace all your exams. You're gonna pass with flying colors because of these bagels. Of course, you can dress these up with all kinds of toppings and veggies and mix sandwiches and make breakfast bagels with my breakfast sandwich egg patty in the cookbook. But I just had to go classic. Herb and garlic cream cheese, everything bagels. It's just the best pairing. You don't need to go mucking it up with more vegetables. I can't get over this cream cheese. First of all, you would never know it's tofu. Second of all, it's better than any cream cheese you can buy at the store, vegan cream cheese. None of them are that great. So good. All right, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and move on with my life. Even though I don't want to. It's all about not attachment. I'm not attached to this at all. Okay, I'm here every Wednesday. Subscribe to Hot for Food. We're cooking up vegan love. We're taking it up a notch every single week. Be here or don't, but I'd rather you be here because you're really gonna learn some stuff. You're gonna eat well. You're gonna convert all your friends and family to vegans, and we're gonna take over the world together. Thanks so much for being here. Subscribe. I'm at Hot for Food on Instagram and Twitter. Hashtag Hot for Food. Hashtag what would Hot for Food do? You know what that's all about. If you don't, I've written it in the description. The recipes on hotforfoodblog.com, as well as many, many, many more recipes are there for free. And of course, my cookbook, Vegan Comfort Classics, 101 Recipes to Feed Your Face, is available everywhere, worldwide, online, in stores, on Kindle. That's it. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Time for me to eat more stuffs, and I'll see you next week.